Okay, I shouldn't have sang. Guys, it's day 10. 10. 10 out of 12. Um, Day 10 of the 12 Days of Amy December Challenge. Ah, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I am both excited because we've done so much, but also a little bit sad because I enjoy being able to come here and share and just be able to engage and connect with each of you. One of the things that I want to share is that throughout the days, I've been learning more and more about those who are engaging, particularly those who actually updated their social shop and then shared their social shop in the comments below because I now know some interesting things, right? This is an example of how updating your social shop profile with something that is more than just your products or your business allows people to connect and engage with you and ask questions to build relationships. So that's sort of a little bit of a review, right? We did a couple of challenges surrounding the social shop, updating the bio, updating where you have that social shop link, and then we also updated those links, which are fairly new, right? Social shop links um, within the social shop, right? So that is new, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're going to set ourselves up for success later in the year. Yes, later in the year. There's still enough of the year left. Now, if you're watching this in January, it's still okay. You can still do this for maybe 2021. And in fact, if you prefer to save or use today's task to set you up for success in 2021, that's awesome too. We are going to create some custom notes for our best customers. How do you do that, Janessa? I'm going to show you. What we're going to do is that week between Christmas and New Year's tends to be a little bit of a blur, okay? A little bit like shelter in place, but meaning there's sweatpants involved, there's food, a ton of food. If you enjoy food, I enjoy food. There's a variety of sort of a blur of activities, namely in the name of let's just enjoy being cozy. So I want to be able to set you up for success during that time frame to make sure that you're able to reach out to your best customers to ensure that they have a great new year. But if you sent that now, that'd be kind of crazy, right? You can also use this if you know somebody recently who, trying to figure out how to delicately put it. Last year I lost my dad, and so I had some friends reach out at random times throughout the year just to say, how are you doing? Or today might be hard for you. So if you know somebody who maybe has gone through something challenging this year, setting a custom note to remind yourself to reach out to that customer builds trust like you cannot believe. So if there's something big or impactful, even if you're setting yourself up for success next year, like if something really celebratory happened today, December 10th, 2020, and you went in and scheduled a note to remind yourself to reach out to the person that had the celebratory thing that happened today, uh, next year, you're going to be able to set yourself up for success. So let's do a little bit of work now, and let's make sure that we have the opportunity to reach out to our most favorite people, right? Our best customers. How do you know who your best customers are? Hmm, great question. So I'm in the account, or sorry, the contact tab here, and I am going to go ahead and sort by. You have this sort by option, and then we have filter. We've talked a lot about filters before. If you have questions about filters, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. However, today we're going to talk about the sort by because if you have if you've been adding people to the app and if you've been reaching out to others via the app, if you've been logging orders or if you have orders in here, you can actually go by most lifetime order value. So like the big spenders, right? Versus we also have most number of orders. So you can sort by these things. So in this example, most number of orders, almost followed by Gizmo. But if I did most, and sometimes this is not the same, okay? So in this example, yep. So right here you can see the 12 days of Amy December challenge. Actually has the most lifetime order value. So for these like few people right up here at the top, and additionally for those with the most number of orders, I want to make sure to schedule something to follow up with them that blur week. Okay. And I know that sounds crazy and you're like, oh, I'll remember. But in reality, will you? We want to make sure that when you pop open your app, you've got some great things to follow up on, and they're relevant not only to you, but more specifically to your customers, especially your best customers. If you said, "Hey, let's go ahead and do this right now," actually. 12 days of Amy December challenge. Let's schedule some love for you here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this plus in the lower right hand corner. This is going to open up this beautiful little section. There's a lot of things we can do here. If you're recording orders, you know this very well, or samples. I was chatting with a friend about getting samples out and how she was utilizing samples and how tremendous that's been for her business. Today, we're going to record a note for my friend here, the 12 days of Amy. So what I'm going to say is, check in and wish a happy new year. Now you can do whatever you want, right? So you could, I'm actually just going to copy this, select all, copy. And then here's where the magic happens, friends. If I save and create a follow-up, I'm going to be prompted when I asked for a follow-up, right? If you save without a follow-up, this would be something like that you want to be able to have noted, but you don't need to like follow up on it, like what their kids' names are, right? Or what their dog's name is, or cat's name, or hedgehog's name. But that would be something you don't need to follow up on. This is something I want to remember, okay? I want to remember to reach out the end of the year, not necessarily on New Year's Eve, because that day gets a little crazy, but in this blur week, okay? And I'm just going to paste this here because I really just want to keep the same thing, right? This is what I want to say. You could also show gratitude saying, thank you so much for being among my top customers. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your loyalty, so forth and so on. Share some parts of your company. So for me, I would say, I've enjoyed the pineapples this year. I look forward to seeing you for a sweet on the inside 2021 or something. That sounds weird. Put a little more thought into that than I just did. So I'm going to go ahead and save. From here, I'm going to go back. So we're still sorted, okay? And I'm going to do the same for Gizmo. And the nice thing is we're going to be able to do it faster. So we're just going to record a note. Again, we're going to add a note here, which I'm just pasting for simplicity. I'm going to set it for the same date because I want to batch these things together. You know, use my 5 minutes in Amy a day for sending this note on that day, okay? And let's do another one for Amal. So I'm going to, now she's a team member. I might not send that. I might send a different message, right? Maybe she bought a lot before she became a team member. So I might send a different message just saying appreciative. Although if you're just wishing somebody a happy new year, it's not gonna hurt anything. So that's your challenge for today. Go ahead, go through, figure out who you want to send these messages to. I was going to suggest a number, but I'm not going to suggest a number. I want you to decide how many messages you want to send out, right? If I give you a number, you're going to do the minimum. I would. Just saying, there's a lot going on. So I want you to send or schedule as many as you feel comfortable with, or as many as you feel is a genuine connection, okay? That could be 150. That could be not giving a lower number. It doesn't need to be that many, but you just want to be how many over or however many you want to reach out to. Now you can schedule them across that week too, so you could do the 28th, 29th, 30th, whatever. The point is to reach out and connect or remind yourself to connect with those that have really helped your business this year. That's all. Or schedule some like milestones. Birthdays we remind you of, as you know, so you don't need to worry about that. Maybe anniversaries, maybe log in your teamies, your downline or and uplines anniversary with your company. That'd be cool, right? And then you get custom reminder, and then when it pops up in your to-dos, you can reset it for the future. All right, we're getting deep. We're getting like outside the box, but I'm okay with that. That's what this challenge is about. It's about stepping outside that comfort zone, playing with some additional functionality, and make sure to tune in tomorrow because we're going to share something new that was just released in the Sell with Amy app. So I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the new. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.